Today I decided that I wanted to do a reading vlog because I've been having such good months reading books. The book that I'm actually reading though right now is Court of Shadows by C.N Crawford. It's on Kindle Unlimited right now, by the way. Anyways, it sounded like a really good book, and because of the last series that I read that is amazing, I've been in my Fae era. Like, all I can do is read books about Fae, and normally that's all I ever can do, but like I know how to mix it up. But right now I don't want to mix it up. So far I'm only like 11% into this book, and it's been following, like, I'm so fresh in this book, I don't even remember who the main character is. Like, if you asked me right now, I couldn't tell you. But so far, I'm getting the gist. The main character is half Fae, and she's not supposed to be living in, like, the human world, it seems. And there's these full-blooded Fae that basically monitor that, and any, like, if there's vampires out, someone could basically snitch on you. And the Fae warriors, or whoever they are, basically, child, they just come and take you, you know, do whatever they missed. Literally, you can tell I'm like barely into it, but I had a long day today at work, so I'm like, you know what, let's decompress and let's actually put some time to reading this book. I ended at the part where the main character was trying to escape. She was trying to escape them because it was clear that they were there for her, because she found some vampires and was trying to like kill them. Girl, being all like obnoxious and shit about it, honestly, but we love that. She's been obnoxious about it at a bar that she works at, and they basically snitched on her somehow. But I think that she's been on their surveillance for like a while now. That's what it's sounding like, because they didn't even make it to go snitch. And she killed them, and then they were immediately there waiting for her. So she runs off. She fights them so well. And they are like, okay, well, we're not gonna kill you now, but you have to go back to where you belong, which is with the Fae, despite how you're not pure-blooded, which Shader was at Shade. And basically she has to fight for her place there, pretty much. And that's basically the gist of it. And then this one guy, I guess, who taught her how to fight is like in her head, and like through the beginning of this book up into where I am, but he actually shows up and is like, hey, you need to go find, why do I remember this one guy's name but not the main character? Anyway, she has to find Raiden. I think it's because I didn't know how to pronounce the name, but Raiden, let's just say it's Raiden, child. Anyways, it's R. And he's like, you need to go steal, basically you need to steal something from him. If you don't, I'll kill your best friend. Her best friend is human, she can't fight, damsel in distress, you know. So that's where I left off. And even though I haven't made dinner yet, I'm just gonna treat myself, because child, I'm an adult and I can do that. Thank you. So I'm gonna go get cozy, probably in my room, and start this book. Okay, so I've read a bit more, and I now know what the main character's name is, and it's Ariana. How did I forget that? I don't know, child, but her name is Ariana. And the Wraith and the other knight that came, that she was fighting with, they basically took her, and they went on their way to their little realm or whatever. And the whole thing is only one of them can win. I think I already said that already, but only one of them can win. And this is bothering me, having my glasses on with this light. But only one of them can win this game. It's not a game. This fight, basically, to the death if necessary. And then one of them will become a knight. She doesn't have a choice, but we learned that the other people there actually volunteered. So there's like a few of them are princes, a few others are nobility, but they're all male except for one girl, and she's sus to me. And I say she's suspect, and I might be overthinking, honestly, but she's suspect to me because she goes off on tangents, low-key kind of like talking to herself but out loud, kind of how I do in my brain, but like she's, you know, being vocal about it. I don't know, it's something about her that's off, and I think she's trying to make herself look like she's, you know, harmless, but clearly if she's there, she's not. And she's there because she didn't want to get married or something. I don't know, she's giving cuckoo, and I think there's something there. I really want to know what's going on with her. But basically Ariana is like, she tried to be cool, like, you know, respectful, like, hey, what's up, like, hey, and none of them like her because she's not full fae. They call her a gutter fae, and I'm like, this girl has been living on the streets, do you hear me? She went through like being a hostage by this guy who we find out was part of the knightlyhood or whatever that she's battling to be in right now by force. Bellaros was a part of this group originally. That's why she can really fight, but she's not telling them. The fun part though is basically they go through this thing where they're like, okay, now we're gonna match you up with a knight, and whichever knight that you're matched up with, you have to room with them, and you're basically their other half. You go through this quick little ritual, and they teach you how to fight, and you're gonna have like tests and stuff to see if you can survive and you can become a knight, if you're good enough to become a knight. She ends up obviously with Raiden, the Wraith, and he had his cloak on this whole time, and when his cloak was revealed, she was like, dang, he's kind of fine or whatever. I think he can read her mind. I think that he's her mate. I love the fated mate trope so fucking much, but I think he's her mate. I think he already likes her, and I think he already knows that he's her mate. I don't think she knows because she grew up being like trapped her whole life. She's starting to have these dreams, y'all. It's basically getting good. I just wanted to say, but I had to stop reading because it's getting late and I still haven't cooked dinner. I don't even know what I'm gonna cook, but I want to keep reading this book. But also, I am watching Crash Course in Love. Is that what it's called? It's K-drama on Netflix, and I need to watch an episode tonight because the final episodes come out this weekend, and I'm like 2 episodes behind at this point. No, I'm 3 episodes behind at this point. Anyways, so I'm gonna cook dinner, watch that, and then I'm gonna read some more as I'm going to bed, and I'm gonna try to catch up with y'all before I go to bed tonight. But yeah, y'all, it's getting so fucking good. It's getting so good. Oh, one other thing I wanted to say before I go is the guys that are there, they're so fucking rude, and I hope she beats their ass, y'all, because the way they were talking to her was off top, like, because if I was getting mad as I was reading it, I was like, because who you think you're talking to? Because like, be so for real. They're so rude. I just hope she beat their ass. But another thing that happened was, you know, she went to the Wraith. This is another thing. She went to the Wraith's room because they have to share a room. There's only one bed. He started to act odd about that, but then she was trying to be like, okay, fuck it, like, I'm supposed to meet him because I'm supposed to get this key so I can free my friend Sierra or whatever. And you know, she can't fend for herself, she's fucking human. Honestly, I think she did already. And so she's like going through his stuff, and I'm like stressed out as I'm reading it, like I'm like, oh my god. But she finds a list. She found out from the girl that I was like cuckoo, that I said is cuckoo. She found out from her that they normally have a list of the people that they want to kill, and on the list was a few people she don't know them but heard of, and one of them was Bellaros. And I was like, duh, he's on his list, because they clearly know each other, because Bellaros knows him enough to know that he got the key, or at least know where to find the key. And I'm like it's just getting so good. Okay, so clearly it's been some time. I'm ready for bed, and I am fucking in love with this book. I think it's gonna be a 5-star for me. And it's a quick book. I'm already about like 60% in the book, and I was like, damn. So I took a break and like did something else, entertain myself with like TikTok, you know, because it was just too good, and I want to be able to like read this tomorrow because I think I have the capacity to do it tomorrow and finish the book. Honestly, I think it's only around 200 something pages, but I say all that to say it's almost over, y'all. It's almost over, and I think I'm gonna give it a 5-star. There's already chemistry, but it's so funny because the chemistry is coming from Ariana, the main character, not the male. What am I trying to say? What is his name? Raiden. It's not coming from him right now, but granted, we can only get her, you know, point of view. But it is so cute, so funny. I'm having so many moments where I'm like giggling, or I'm just like stressed the fuck out because I'm like, what is she saying? And I really think he can read her mind. I really think he can read her mind. I might be tripping, but I really think he can read her mind. She's been kicking ass and everybody's like, what's going on? But oh yeah, that's the funny thing. Well, it's not funny, but it's like, what's going on? Because we can kind of tell that it's basically saying that she is more than just Fae. And they were thinking, oh, she's Fae human, gutter Fae, whatever. But no, they think she's Fae and something powerful. And we found out that she actually is something else, but we're not sure. Like, she knows what she is, her other half is, but even she's afraid of her other half. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I think Raiden can tell what she is, but she also stressing me out, y'all, because she keeps trying to get the key. Like, you know, the whole point of this excursion for her anyways is to get the key and then free her friend Sierra. Turns out that Raiden fucking has the key. This is spoilers, by the way, bitch. I should have said that earlier. But Raiden has the key and she keep doing all this stupid shit trying to get it from him. It's like, bitch, he not dumb. He not dumb. He not new to this, he true to this. And it'd be so awkward when she try to take it away. And he clearly know what she's trying to do, but he just doesn't know why. But anyways, I don't want to give too much away because I'm gonna do like a full like review of it later. Well, tomorrow, because I plan on finishing it tomorrow. Anyways, y'all, clearly I'm full of energy and I might scare myself and read it tonight instead and then just follow up tomorrow because, bitch, this is a short book. It's only like 200 something pages. Like, if I was really trying, I could have finished it today, but I wanted to take a break and do other things. It's so fucking good. It's so good. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to recap y'all and let y'all know, like, I'm like 60% into this book. I'm predicting that I'm gonna give it a 5-star. She's stressing me the fuck out, but in the best way possible. And I'm just ready for them. I'm just ready to find out that they're mates. Because that would make me so fucking happy. But he don't talk either. That's the whole thing, y'all. He don't talk. So it's like, he's not really giving us much. But he communicates like through writing or whatever. But he really barely even does that. I'm actually shocked. Well, I'm not shocked. Because you know what? Every book I've read this year, in the 2 months that's in it already, has been like hitters, like one after back after back after back after back. Like, that's it for tonight. I will catch in. That's it for tonight. I will catch up with you guys tomorrow and let you know how it is when I finish it. And I'm not gonna stay up too late. Not me looking at my for the time, but I'm not gonna stay up too late because I have to be at the gym tomorrow. I wanted to throw that plug in there or whatever. But no, anyways, I will talk to you guys tomorrow and let y'all know if I still have 5-star thoughts once I finished it. Okay, that's it. Bye. All right, hello, I am back. So I actually didn't finish the book last night, but I did wake up this morning and then read it while I was at the gym and then wrapped up like in 5 minutes during my lunch break. And I just have to say, I gave this book a 5-star. It was a 5-star because I feel like sometimes when people have, like with fantasy fiction, people love to drag it out. By people, I mean authors. And I feel like C.N Crawford, I believe it's 2 people, I think, they did a really good job of getting straight to the point. They literally got straight to the point. She gave us plot and there was no spice in this book, which I actually appreciate. I mean, there were some moments where there were some intense moments, but they didn't like follow through, meaning there was no sex act, okay? But basically, I'm just gonna start to where it started to get good for me. So Bellaros is the guy who basically imprisoned her and was forcing her to fight in these battles, these underground battles. And then when she wasn't fighting, he would lock her in a cage, sometimes not feed her, like very much so neglectful. She wasn't getting anything out of this other than she learned how to fight and protect herself. And as she was working with Rodin, he started to be nicer to her. And I think it was when he noticed that she had scars on her body. And from there on, he started to be like, yo, like, she got a noble artist. Like, you could tell, he didn't say that because he was mute. He chose not to speak. And so you don't really know, but you get the vibes that he thinks that she's connected because it reminded him, oh dang. It reminded him of when he had a relationship with Bellaros, who is obviously his enemy now because he's on his kill list. And that is the moment when things change, when he sees her scars. And he sees them because he's trying to get her to learn how to use this stone, which will allow her to pass through the shadows. So you know how earlier I was like, she couldn't fight him because he would disappear and then appear in one spot. And so he'd be kicking her ass basically. And he was basically teaching her how to do that. Since she doesn't inherently have that power, she needed the stone. And to activate it, he had to like level out the magic in her body. And in order to do so, he had to pat her down. It was so awkward reading it, but it was, you know, still a good time. And that was the first moment when you kind of get like an idea of that, is he interested in her or just attracted to her? And then we find out that she was like so intensely like feeling him, like it was getting obnoxious. Like I was like, this is weird. And then we find out that he's half incubus, so he's fae, but his other half is of the incubi. And so that's why she's so heavily into him, and that's what they're trying to feed us right now, but I still feel like they're mates. Another mystery that I'm ready to decide, like, or rather I'm ready to figure out what's going on. She keeps smelling, he smells a pine, but she starts to smell apples on him on occasion, and she dreams of a place where I think she's originally from, but for some reason it's like wiped from her memory. I don't know. I think there's a deeper plot there, but it's just, she's smelling the apples on him, y'all. This is what I'm trying to get to. She smells the apples on him, but she dreams of apples in this beautiful world that everyone says is not real. And I don't believe it. I think she's from there. I think he is either an ally, a trusted ally, or he's from there as well. I think she's his mate. And everything is just building up at this point. So I am going to go, this again is a Kindle Unlimited book, so I'm gonna go check and make sure that the second one is on there. I really hope it is, and I think it is. But I'm gonna get a second one and I'm gonna start reading the second one because I wanna see, you know, what starts to happen with their relationship. Also, we learned that he's actually kind of nice. He's starting to grow on her, but being, you know, used by Bellaros for most of her life, she thinks any kind act he's doing is to use her and trick her. So she got really beat up because the guys like turned against her. And low-key it felt like they were about to rape her. I was getting real stressed in that moment, but I think that was their intent, to rape her and beat her up. And he killed them, but she was still messed up a lot, and they stabbed her with this knife that is supposed to send you basically to hell, is the vibe that I'm getting. Fucked up, right? Fucked up. Point of me saying that is that's when they got closer because he had to hold her, like his incubi powers warm her up, and that knife being inserted into her froze her, and she was able to survive through it. So they're like, what are you? Like, what is your other half? You must be really powerful. So he was sacrificing his life to help her. I don't know if it was out of duty, but I don't think it was. I think he actually genuinely likes her. Anyway, long story short, she needed to get Sierra. You know, that's the whole fucking plot, y'all. She needed to get Sierra, but ended up stabbing him in order to leave, and then they started battling. But basically, it ended really well. But she isn't done with this whole night trial thing. So right now, it's only her. The girl I said is Cuckoo. We'll call her M because I don't remember her full name. I just be like, whenever she comes up, I'd be like, she's something's suspect about her. But it's only the main character, Ariana, the weird girl, and then the douchebag who was part of the group that tried to rape and kill her. And again, there's no triggers in this book. Like, they're not talking about the rape or anything. It's just like, it's heading towards that, and then it stops because they get attacked. So it was good. She finally gets Sierra. I'm like, drop Sierra, because she's a liability, like, damn. But they killed Bellaros, right? So that's important. But I'm like, there's more in this series, so I want to see like what's about to happen. He didn't like snitch on her and say that she tried to skip out of town basically when she was forced to be in that whole trial. There's a lot that could happen in the next book basically, and I'm ready for the relationship to grow because I love me some romance. I like to say, I give this book a 5-star. I thought it was really intriguing. I could have finished it yesterday. Like, that's how quick it was. It couldn't have been more than like 200 something pages. Like, it was really small, straight to the point. I enjoyed it. 5-star. And if you want a quick little cute like romance, I think you should read it. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this reading vlog. I hope you liked it, because I'm gonna be making more anyways, just for the fun of it for myself, and I can watch these back myself. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.